come back to England, and when did you do your first triathlon?
Yeah, I came back to England via cycle touring in Argentina and Tasmania and New Zealand, and then I came home. And I came back in May 2006, and I thought, right, I'm going to give this triathlon game a good go. So I entered my first race. It was a super sprint. Wasn't particularly super. Very sprint-like. It lasted about 10 seconds. So I'm this total novice triathlete. So the first rule of triathlon is not to use new equipment day before the race. So I go to my friend, hey, I haven't got a wetsuit, can I borrow one? This is a male friend. He said, yeah, you can borrow this wetsuit. So I kind of try it on, day before the race, this fits okay. And then I jump in the water of, the not so tropical water of the UK in May. And I must have lost like 50 pounds overnight because all of a sudden this wetsuit is far too big. Floods with water, bang, gun goes off, and I try and swim and I can't lift my arms out of the water and I have to be rescued by a kayaker and hauled to the side. That was the end of my first race, and that was 6 years ago.
But after your sinking spell, you go to an Olympic distance race and have a little more success.
Yeah, I managed. I still borrowed a wetsuit, but it fitted this time. I won that race, and that enabled me to qualify for the World Amateur Championships. So at that point, I was training, working for the government again full time, and training as hard as I could. I actually got a coach, and I trained really hard for the World Amateur Championships. Never would I have expected to win that race.
Right.
And to cross that finish line in first place was a huge, huge surprise. And I realized at that point that I had a very, very big decision to make, whether or not to give up a job that I love and become a professional triathlete. And I have to admit, I was really scared. I was scared of not being able to make a success out of it, scared of not being able to make a living out of it, scared of not enjoying the lifestyle. And I think we're all fearful definitely of failure, we're fearful of the unknown, and we're fearful of what we look like in spandex or Elvis costumes.
Thank you very much.
We can either let those fears stop us, or we can look them in the face and take a chance. And that's precisely what I did.